morning, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. Happy Wednesday. So, before we start today, I want you to take 1 second to like and subscribe if you haven't. Hit that bell so you can get notifications. So, today we're going to be speaking about goals and changes in life. So, sit back and relax if you're at home. Just simply relax if you're listening from your vehicle or anywhere else, and just simply enjoy. Okay, so let's see. Where do we begin? Alright, so let's say you have these goals in mind and you're in the very premature stages and you're super excited. You want to share all of those goals with everyone else, all your friends and family on social media, because you just can't wait for it to just happen. However, you really want to be careful too, and that's because you never know who is watching, and not to try to be a negative Nancy, but not everyone out there wants what's best for you. So this is why, if you have any plans in life and goals that you want to accomplish, keep them a secret, okay? Yes, keep it a secret, work on it, and then one day, after you have accomplished those goals, then go ahead and share them, and tell your story, tell how you got there, and that way, you can feel proud of what you did, and basically that is it, you know. Sometimes we get a little carried away, and this has happened to all of us. We get a little carried away and we start oversharing things, and we just start saying how we feel more and more and more and more, and it just makes us feel like tied to a burden, like you have to keep explaining yourself over and over again. For example, you want to reach a goal, right? And let's say, for example, you encountered a roadblock, no matter how small. And then let's say you already made all these posts, either on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, or what have you. And then you're just like, oh, dang it, after all this progress, I'm facing this roadblock, and now I owe it to social media again. And, it just creates more burden. And some people feel okay with it, and I respect that. But we have to admit too, it does create a burden. And it's not really everybody else's business, once you go through those troubles. Yes, maybe you do want to tell your story after you're done with everything. You want to tell your story and say, hey, I went through so many roadblocks, but I made it through, and I'm here sharing today my story. So yes, just when you are working on your goals, there's a lot of trial and error, but some just you just have to relax, have to take it easy, and just keep it to yourself. And the ones really close to you, if you choose to share, but at the same time, don't overshare because um you just never know. You just never know. Now remember, you guys, this video is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not a social worker, I'm not a doctor, I'm just me, you know. Um, these are the things that I would do, and you interpret it in the way that you decide to interpret it is, as. I'm sorry. But I want you to remember something, have this very clear. Remember, the best journeys begin with the roughest patches. Okay, so while you're working on these things, you see that there's, you feel like there's so many barriers, Don't worry about that, okay? No matter where you go in life, there's always going to be a barrier. You have to be patient. I'm sorry. You have to be patient, okay, you guys? You'll get there. Trust me, you will get there when you're patient. Now, during your journey, you want to make sure you prioritize self-care. Because if you don't speaking of self-care, yeah, I have to take care of this melasma. I know it's really bad, but it's really, really hard to get rid of. Anywho, um, I'm speaking more of internal self-care, you guys. That was a joke that I was throwing around. Remove toxicity, and that means if you feel like there's people that are just constantly putting you down, gaslighting you, and gaslighting means making you feel guilty about things that you bring up that you know are reasonable, and then they just make you feel guilty, people that are like that towards you. Any toxicity, remove it. If you have to, if you have to block them on social media, or if you have to stop talking to them for a while, for your own emotional well-being, do it, because if you're gonna be tied to something that you don't need to be tied to, just because you are so concerned about what others think, then you're gonna be a slave of that for the rest of your life. Okay, so make sure that you work on building that internal peace. Okay, you guys. Now we're gonna be deviating from that subject, and we're gonna talk about changes. Change, going through a big change in life. Do you get scared of that? Going through a big change in life? Or do you like big changes? You see, sometimes people get scared of big changes because they're afraid of the future. They're afraid of what's going to happen. They're afraid of what others are going to think about them. They feel afraid that they're scared that they're going to betray someone, and that's going to get But if these changes are for your well-being, and these changes um, don't place a distraction from your obligations, and help you create a better balance in your life, go for that change. Go for that change. Start fresh. Start fresh. You deserve it. You want to do something different that's going to help you grow. You want to get one step ahead towards the right direction in your life. Then don't be afraid to take a risk. Don't be afraid to take a risk. Because if you don't take a risk, and if you don't take that chance, you could lose that chance. I love this. You hear the birds chirping. I just love them in the morning. That's why I love to make these morning videos too. It's so refreshing, starting a new day, going back right away. Sorry, it's just the bird is so loud. So yeah. All right, you guys. Okay, back here again. So you want to progress in life, right? There is something that has grown. Let's say, for example, there's something that has grown within you over the years, and you feel like it's your obligation and your duty to stay there. You feel like you have to make others happy, so you stay in that same position. You feel like it would be a disappointment if you make that change. That has to end. You don't always have to make others happy. You don't always have to make sure that others are disappointed. If you need to work on yourself, if you feel like you need a change to be happy, be happy now. If you, for example, if these changes, for example, have to do with transitioning in life, let's say, for example, separation, divorce, you know that you don't want to, you let's say, for example, you had a child or two under your roof, so you are the primary caregiver. Then you know that you have to make the best decisions so that your child doesn't get affected in the process. For example, you get separated from your love partner or your spouse. You want to make sure that you create a parental sharing time. Okay, now it's very difficult to go through these changes, but sometimes when you know that a relationship is over and it's for the best, that you take your separate ways, then take it and make sure that that you make a plan so that you keep spending time with your child and everything, and you'll be much better off like that. You won't have to be stuck with someone that you don't feel you are in love with, truly in love with anymore. That's just an example, you guys. Let's say, for example, at place of work, you feel like you have dedicated so many years to something in particular, and you feel like it's time to transition because you don't feel fully happy. You slowly start working on getting somewhere higher or getting somewhere where you'll feel at least more relaxed, in a more relaxing environment. Don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid to make that change. Because if it's going to bring you peace, then that's what you need. As long as you do it the right way. Okay? Sometimes changes are hard. Let's say, for example, you change a place of work or you change a place where you live, and then you have to do everything all over again. Change of addresses. You have to change the address of your cards, and you have to change the addresses of your bills, and this and that, and you're afraid of, that your credit score is going to be affected. You're afraid of so many things. Those are just things, you guys. Those are just things. But guess what? Those things, when you have to do a lot of things and, do everything fast paced, it's good. It's good sometimes a little bit of exercise for your mind. It keeps, it keeps your neurons in check, It makes sure that zinc you're taking is working, you guys. Anyways, don't be afraid of change. There is so much out there. There is so much out there for you. Really good things. Okay. So you guys, I'm gonna let you go now, and I hope that you guys have an amazing day. Oh, before I go again, you guys, don't forget to click the like. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell. Save the playlist for for these group of videos that I'm posting, ASMR motivational videos. Bookmark it, whatever. That way you can go to it and see when I have posted a new video. Also, check the playlist for makeup and story time. My daughter films those videos. She just started filming them, but do the same thing for that playlist, or check out her videos and like them and share if you would like to. And yeah, always there's super important information always in the description, so go ahead and check that out. All right, I'll let you guys go.